Have you ever put on an outfit and felt like something was slightly off? Sometimes the problem isn't the clothes themselves, it's the proportions. In this video, I'll show you how to use the idea of the golden ratio to create more balanced outfits. And don't worry, you don't need to measure yourself with a ruler. So what exactly is the golden ratio? The golden ratio is a mathematical proportion of approximately 1 to 1,618. It's a relationship that appears in mathematics, design, architecture, art, and many other areas. But when we are talking about fashion, we are not saying that every outfit has to mathematically follow this proportion. Instead, we are using it as a visual guideline. The basic idea is that our eyes often find unequal but harmonious proportions more interesting than two completely equal halves. A simple approximation for styling is the 1/3, 2/3 rule. Imagine drawing a horizontal line across your outfit. Instead of having that line sit exactly in the middle, you can position it around 1/3 of the way down. Experiment is the waist. Try taking the same outfit and changing only one thing. Leave the shirt untucked. Then tuck it in. Immediately you've moved the visual break. A higher rise trouser, a tucked shirt, or a crop top can make the lower section of the outfit appear longer. A lower rise trouser or a longer top does the opposite. This doesn't mean one option is automatically better. It's about understanding the effect you are creating. Shoes can also influence the visual length of the legs. Now let's talk about jackets. The length of a jacket can completely change the proportions of an outfit. A jacket that ends around the widest part of the hips creates a very noticeable horizontal line. Sometimes that's exactly the look you are going for. Try creating contrast between the lengths. Shorter top, longer bottom, or shorter inner layer, longer outer layer. That's where styling starts to become much more intentional. The golden ratio isn't only about measuring hemlines. Volume matters too. Imagine wearing a very oversized sweater with extremely wide trousers. Every part of the outfit is large and relaxed. That can absolutely work, but because there's so much volume everywhere, there may be less visual hierarchy. Now take the same oversized sweater and pair it with a cleaner, straighter trouser. Suddenly there's contrast. The upper half has more volume, while the lower half is a visually simpler. You can reverse the idea too. Wide leg trousers can work beautifully with a more fitted or structured top. So when you are getting dressed, ask yourself, where is the volume? And then ask, where is the visual balance? Accessories are another way to control where the eye goes. A belt creates a strong horizontal line around the waist. A long necklace creates a vertical line. A bag can add visual weight to one side of the outfit. If you want a more elongated lower half, move the visual break upward. If you want a longer looking torso, you can allow the top section to take more visual space. Once you understand this, you are no longer randomly choosing clothes. You are controlling the proportion of the outfit. Here's the most important part. The golden ratio is not a rule for what your body should look like. There is no mathematically perfect body, and there is no single outfit proportion that everyone should follow. Different people have different heights, body proportions, styles, preferences, and comfort levels. So don't use the golden ratio to criticize your body. Use it to understand your clothes. If you have a longer torso, you might enjoy experimenting with higher rise bottoms. If you have longer legs, you might prefer different proportions. If you love oversized clothing, you don't have to abandon it. You can simply balance an oversized piece with another element of the outfit. The goal isn't perfection, the goal is intentionality. Before leaving the house, try this quick check. Look at your outfit as a whole rather than looking at each item separately. First, where is the visual break? Second, does one section feel clearly longer than the other? Third, Where is the volume? And finally, where does your eye go first? If the outfit feels balanced, you are done. If something feels slightly off, don't change everything. Change just one thing. Tuck the shirt, raise the waist, change the jacket, simplify the trousers, change the shoes, add or remove a belt. Small changes can create surprisingly big differences. And as final takeaway, what should you remember? You don't need to calculate every time you get dressed. The golden ratio is simply a way of thinking about proportions and visual balance. Start with the 1/3, 2/3 idea. Experiment with your waistline. Pay attention to the jacket length. Balance volume and use accessories to control where the eye goes. Most importantly, use these ideas as tools, not as rules. Fashion should still be personal. The best outfit isn't necessarily the one that follows the golden ratio most precisely. It's the one where the proportions feel intentional and where you feel good wearing it. If you found this useful, try taking out one outfit you already own and changing just one proportion. You might be surprised by how different the entire look feels. Thank you very much.